the CPAC exhibit hall cafeteria. Here is the exhibit hall getting set up. I'm looking for one particular booth I'm going to take a photo of, even though they're not set up yet. Why are you set up so early?
What?
Why are you set up so early? Now I'm going to have a lot of trouble figuring out what group this is. We have so many different symbols. Sure, why not? What's the explanation?
Right now we're playing with the French shoots, the spades, diamonds, hearts, and clubs. They originated around 700-800 years ago.
Okay.
The Germans have their own cards and their own suits. The Spanish have theirs, the Swiss, the Italians, and so many other countries have their own playing cards. Now America has their own playing cards. It's a 52-card deck and you can play all the same games.
Okay.
Instead of spades, diamonds, hearts, and clubs, we have faith, declaration, revolution, and the end.
Okay.
It tells the story of our founding. Our founders were guided by their faith, declared their independence, won a revolution, united and formed a republic.
All right.
So those are the suits. The 1 through 10 cards represents the Bill of Rights. Put the First Amendment's on the 1 card, the second's on the 2 card, down to the 10th Amendment. The 1 card is like the ace, you can use it lower or high. The ace is the empire, the king's empire.
Okay.
America's cards is it's I, or Roman numeral 1, and it represents our independence.
Okay.
The face cards are royals, jacks, queens, and kings are foreign, not American. These face cards are represented by we the people. In our republic, we have gentlemen and ladies. Our patriots replace the kings. Not that they have power, but they have the admiration of the people. So the gentleman replaces the jack, the lady, the queen, and the patriots the kings, and you have the soldier's cap instead of the king's crown.
So what's the joker?
The jokers kept the king and the queen in the deck. And we put the spades, diamonds, hearts, and clubs on their crowns like the gems, because we're about to kick them out of the country one more time.
So they're politicians, kind of.
It's the French suits.
Okay.
And the royalty suits.
Okay.
So that's your 52-card deck with the 2 jokers. In America's cards, there's 4 extra cards in the deck. They're like wild cards in kids' games. Under faith is the 10 Commandments. Under declaration is the Declaration of Independence. Under revolution is the Bill of Rights, the only just reason to have a revolution. And under unity is the United States Constitution, the foundation of the country.
Right.
Now here's what gets neat. From the face cards down, there's 1 clause on each of those cards from Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution. It's the enumerated powers of Congress. It's the only powers, only job Congress has under the Constitution.
So you're actually selling these decks of cards?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm a libertarian, so I'm not at all hostile, but so I saw the Don't Tread on Me symbol, which I like, and then what I was, the reason I was confused because you have the anarchist symbol.
But they stole.
From what? Like the Articles of Confederation? Or?
No, well, the ace is the empire.
Okay.
The ace in the playing card deck, that represents the king's empire. So back in the day, they went it down with the king's empire.
Right.
And that's what that is. So they right now they refer to it as anarchy.
Right.
It's not about anarchy, it's just down with the king's empire.
It's
not, I mean, we have a limited government.
Okay. And that's historically where that symbol came from?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
The ace is the empire.
Okay. So everyone's going to come over here, though, and think that you're a libertarian anarchist, which you know. Well, because that's what that symbol now means to so many people.
Right. Can you imagine?
Right.
You know, and that's why I say every church in the nation should fly the rainbow flag.
Because it means what originally?
God's promise.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And
actually, since that was actually in the Old Testament, it could even be every synagogue. And actually, that's Noah, which is kind of a pre-Jewish religion, no-Hideanism. So that could even... that goes way back.
They ought to get it before.
Yeah.
Because like, if you're driving down the street and you see something, it's good, right?
Right, yeah.
So you got to get it back.
Well, I may have to come back and buy a set of cards later.
They're inexpensive. Deck is $5. You get a box of 10 for $30, so only $3 a piece. Put them in the hands of the youth. What we're saying
you want me to post this on YouTube and help you sell cards?
You're the man.
Okay.
if we change the cards, first of all, it's going to make history. America now has their own playing cards.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be playing with kings and queens anyway.
Right.
But if we change the playing cards, one thing. Right
So
now,
what you really have to do, you should almost ship them a set.
ship to a set.
Penn and Teller, because they're kind of libertarians and they do magic tricks with cards.
And then Teller.
Oh, magicians! They have a show on TV and they have an act in Las Vegas. They're magicians and they do card
Okay.
tricks, but
they're
politically they're libertarians.
Wow, see, that's good.
So-
well, this is, I mean, libertarians, they just don't say it. You know, like Ron Paul. If you hear Ron Paul talk, the only thing he says is, "We don't have the authority under the Constitution."
Right. No, I just mean you should get a set of cards in your hand just in case if they used it on TV, it would be some more.
That would be great. Well, we'll say 99% of the people know playing cards. You know, from Go Fish to Vegas. Okay?
I didn't actually know that our cards were French and that there were German and Spanish Swiss cards. I did not know that.
It was 700-800 years ago. They said French/Middle East.
Right.
So I know the
Right.
the Moors took over for a while. So I don't know.
Probably
if
the southern part of
Middle
France,
Eastern,
yeah.
Middle Eastern cards.
Yeah, it could be.
French, but I
Yeah.
just put French. I didn't want any
Right. Yeah. No.
controversy going on there.
Close enough.
Yeah.
All right.
But 99% of people know playing cards.
Right.
We go to Tea Party events, Liberty events,
Right.
Republican events,
Right.
and only 1% of the people can state to me 3 clauses from Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution. What is Congress's job? What powers do they have
Right.
in the Constitution? And nobody knows.
Well, most people now here maybe not. They don't even know that they only have certain powers and that the other ones are reserved
To the states.
to the states of the people. So they don't even know that. So anyway.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So
Right.
this is a way to get it into the hands of the youth.
Right.
George Washington said it's the primary duty of
So what's Man in the Moon? Is that cards too, or is that a different game?
No, they're all the same cards. It's just a different back to the
All right.
cards.
Okay.
That was an event that, I don't know if you heard of Glenn Beck.
Yeah.
He had an
Yep.
event in Utah, and it was through Mercury One as a nonprofit, and they told us that we could put the logo on the back of the deck
Okay.
for the event, and that was the same for the Restoring Love deck, and they asked us to make a 3-deck set, so we did.
All right. Well, thanks. I've got to
All the booths.
videotape other people before I run out of space. Thanks. This is the bridge from here in Oxon Hill, Maryland. This is the bridge over to Alexandria, Virginia. That's Alexandria, Virginia over there. That little spire that you see is not in Washington, D.C., the one straight across in the middle of this frame. It's Alexandria, and that's a plane going to land in Reagan National Airport, also in Northern Virginia. That's Northern Virginia over there. And there's the Ferris wheel that's just opened up here in the past year. There's an empty row. I'm looking for an American Atheist booth because the American Atheists have a booth here this year, which they didn't have last year. And it's kind of funny because they were rejected last year, and this year they've been accepted, but the